Greetings and salutations. This is David, and John's behind the camera. And we do John and David's ATV adventures. Now, you've probably seen our videos. Most of you probably haven't. But, it's January 2014, and John and I, well, we were a little bit bored. So we decided, we need to do something that's going to perk our spirits up a little bit, because we really miss four-wheeling right now. So we decided we're going to put together a little highlight reel for you from our riding of 2013.
So when we started doing this, Dave invited me out to go four-wheeling. I took my crappy little JVC camera and my digital camera and took a few pictures, small videos, edited it together in this little video, and that was pretty much the start of John and David's ATV adventures.
Crick right there. John peed in it. Way to go. So the very next ride you're going to see is our trip to Birch Creek, and during that trip we went up 8 Mile Canyon, Long Canyon, and Skull Canyon. And during this trip, John and I took a friend of ours. His name is J-Dub. He also rides the Suzuki King Quad, and tell you what, we got in a pickle a little bit. Just saying.
Morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We're at Birch Creek for our big ATV adventure. I've got John here with me. Here's tip number 4 for your ATV adventure. When you're out in the woods like this, remember this is wilderness area, so make sure you watch out for bears and moose and elk and deer and woodchucks, snakes, spiders, ladybugs.
Sasquatch.
Holy how did we forget about Sasquatch?
Where are we, David?
We're on top of a mountain somewhere. We're in Idaho.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Montana's over there.
There you go.
Careful.
You heard him. Tip number 6. Don't wear a helmet. So much nicer without it. You get the wind blowing in your face.
Dude, you got food on your face.
Oh. This should be tip number 1. So, tip number 1, ignore Dave's. Don't let Dave lead.
So sometimes rides don't quite go as planned, thanks to unexpected trail conditions. On this next ride, we were trying to make it up to Palisades from Skyline Ridge Road, and pretty much got stopped by a snowdrift on the top of a mountain. Had to turn around. So.
Morning, John.
It's cold.
Yes, it is. It's about 31 degrees.
Well, we're like half mile into the ride. And already somebody needs a smoke break.
Yeah. Look at this. Dude, direct hit.
Fresh.
I'm pissed. It's green!
And it looks like John found a critter to chase, and he's going to try to hack it up. Did you get it?
No.
Keep looking.
So our plans to keep pressing forward and try to get to Palisades was kind of impaired by a snowdrift that we're pretty sure we're not going to make it through. So now we're just going to turn around and head back the way we came.
What?
You know, it's hard to find things to do to pass the time until four-wheeling season gets here again. But fortunately, spring is coming, and you'll be able to do awesome things like 2 rides in one day, like this next ride. John and I rode the Teton Dam, and then we went over to Grassy Lake Reservoir via Ashton Flag Ranch Road. Great ride. Check it out. Look out, Pooch.
We are on our way to the Teton Dam, which is off Highway 33, just east of Rexburg. Now, back in 1976, it was a Saturday, June 5th as a matter of fact, the Teton Dam broke right after they had finished filling the reservoir. It broke and flooded the Snake River Valley with like 80 billion gallons of water.
Let's kick it off.
Well, we're heading up for our next ride of the day. We're heading over to Ashton Flag Ranch Road, taking into Wyoming.
Stay on, keep going. You're going to come out of the trees eventually. Keep going down the dirt road and turning.
We decided instead of just giving them bad directions, we would actually be nice, turn around, and lead them back out. After all, they are hot chicks.
Did they say thank you?
What do you think about that, John?
Oh, I'm excited to finally see some wildlife out here. When Idaho, wait.
We're in Wyoming.
I know.
He's not that good a driver.
We had to go to Wyoming to find wildlife. Oh, I did see a rabbit.
There's a lake.
Reservoir.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, hi. So, you know, it's a really good idea to always have a second person with you when you go riding, because sometimes when you get up in those really remote areas, very easy to get turned around and lost. Kind of like we did up at Sawmill Canyon.
All right, so here we are in Sawmill Canyon, and this is actually Squaw Creek, which takes you up into the mountains, and that's where we're headed.
Apparently we already have an injury. Luckily, Dave brought his handy dandy first aid kit. As you can see, it's pretty serious. There's some blood there. I'll zoom in so you can see it.
Better put on a tourniquet!
If the tourniquet doesn't work, we might have to amputate. Now, the most important thing to remember at a time like this, if you're ever in this situation,
Don't panic!
you know,
Fixed it!
how the hell we did it, but we went down that trail there, and somehow we came from over there. You know, one of the really great things about living in Idaho is that it doesn't really require you to go anywhere to go four-wheeling. Places are so close. In fact, one of my favorite places to go riding is in Kelly Canyon. I took John up there. He'd never been to Kelly Canyon before, and we rode the Wolverine Creek Trail up to Garnes Mountain. Didn't quite make it all the way to Garnes Mountain, but it's still a hell of a ride. Today, we're actually heading up to Kelly Canyon. Now, Kelly Canyon is just a little bit northeast of Idaho Falls.
As you can see today also, we decided to show off some leg. Yeah.
Glad that's over.
My lord, you are as dumb as a bag of hammers, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't look like we're going to make it up to Garnes Mountain today. So I took John up here to the mountain, up on top of this mountain. Great view, great way to finish the ride.
You know, when we're out four-wheeling, Dave has this really annoying habit of always poking the camera. You may have seen it if you've seen some of our videos. Yep. Just like that. Exactly. Very annoying.
You know, one of those other things that I do that really annoys John when we're out four-wheeling is I always sneak up behind him and seem to push him when he's taking a whiz. Well, that's going to do it for part one of this. There's going to be part one and part two because we did so many ATV rides, we just couldn't fit it all into one video. And, you know, we set out to do this video to hopefully lift our spirits, to kind of get us by until four-wheeling season kicks back up. But I don't think it's working out so well, especially for John.
It didn't work. Need to go four-wheeling. Now, please.
Why are you standing there watching this?
Exactly. Very well.
Anyway.